everyone, Neil here from ECS Coffee. Today we're looking at the ZWILLING Enfinig. Honestly, I don't know, Enfinig. I think that's how you say it. New coffee brewer, and we're going to compare it to the TECHNIVORM MOCCAMASTER because honestly, when I saw this new coffee brewer from ZWILLING, who doesn't typically do electrics, I thought, style-wise, kind of looks like they stole some features from TECHNIVORM. So I thought, hey, let's have a look at it, and we'll see how it pairs up. Haven't actually used it before, so what we're going to do is go over the features of the ZWILLING, and we're going to compare it to the TECHNIVORM, and then we're going to brew a pot of coffee and see what comes out better. Now, keep in mind, there's two different price points here. The TECHNIVORM MOCCAMASTER is a bit more expensive than the ZWILLING, but there are some key notes and reasons for that. I have a hard time believing the ZWILLING is going to do as good a job, but let's just see what bang for buck you can get. So we'll go over quickly the features of the machine. They're both about the same size. We'll get those measurements up on the screen somewhere here, Jack. We'll do that a little bit later. With the ZWILLING, we have what they like to call a 12-cup brewer. Well, not really 12. It's they say it's a 52-ounce pot, but 52 ounces divided by 12 is 4 something. Now, you know, size of my hand, that's probably a 6-ounce cup of coffee, so it'd be a 4-ounce, really small cup of coffee. And the MOCCAMASTER does the same. They have a 40-ounce pot, and they say 10 cups. So for some reason, everybody uses these European standards for cups of coffee. So it's not really a 12-cup. I think you're going to get maybe 4 to 5 out of this guy, and probably about the same out of this guy, standard size mugs of coffee. So let's start with that. It is a little more automatic features than the TECHNIVORM, but I'm going to go over some of the key differences and some of the things you have. So, made in China for this ZWILLING, handmade in the Netherlands for the MOCCAMASTER TECHNIVORM. Stainless steel boiler inside, not a bad thing. Copper boiler inside with the TECHNIVORM MOCCAMASTER. You have yourself a warming tray on both. Obviously, you'll notice that the MOCCAMASTER, we really just have old school switch functionality. And with the ZWILLING, you've got this new sort of LED and a bit of programmability, which we'll get to in a second. Now, when I think about coffee machines, if you now want to buy something that's going to last long term, MOCCAMASTER 5-year warranty, ZWILLING has a 3-year warranty, still a good warranty for home appliance. I do find more of them are going that way towards 3 years, so I do like that. The thing with the MOCCAMASTER, though, is they are repairable. We actually have parts here we can repair a MOCCAMASTER even if it's 8, 9, 10 years old. So when you're buying a MOCCAMASTER, you're going to get that for life. The ZWILLING, I don't know. It's a new machine. It could last 20 years. We don't really know. But typically, stuff that's made in China does not. So I'm going to assume it's not going to be a longevity. But again, I don't know. And you wouldn't know either, and nobody would really know because it's brand new. So from an aesthetic look, you'll notice that they both have a bit of a retro look. This is not necessarily the original TECHNIVORM design, but you'll notice a very retro look. You either love it or hate it. And it looks like there's some elements. You can see sort of the grooves here in the TECHNIVORM. They've kind of stolen for the glass here. One thing that they both do have is what MOCCAMASTER calls a de-stratification tube. I actually like this. They've been doing this in a commercial for a long time. It's this little tube here. When you think about coffee and water, water goes into the drip and drips through your filter. The bottom or the first coffee that comes out is typically thicker. And in most coffee brewers, it's just going to layer. So you're going to start with thicker coffee and go up. This forces the newer coffee to the bottom and creates a mix. MOCCAMASTER's been doing this for years. So I do like that feature to get yourself a more consistent pot of coffee overall. So I do like that. Both machines have a drip stop. So when you pull it away, it's going to stop dripping up here. So you're not going to get drips onto your burner. And both have burners as well. Features on the MOCCAMASTER, you've got a half pot or full pot, and it's going to adjust the temperature of the plate for that, and you've got on and off. That's pretty straightforward. And with this guy here, you've got a few additional features. You can actually program your water hardness. There's a cleaning mode. You can program your water hardness. You can put in a kind of a pre-infusion or pre-bloom, yes on or off, yes or no. Change that too. Oh, I'm going to go back and change that to yes. I'm assuming you just press it and it'll change. Oh, apparently. You turn it and get it to yes. You don't press it, you press it and then you turn it. There we go. Okay, so then you've got your off button. You've got your start your brew. That's a 10 cup. If I press it now, it'll go up, I assume. Oh, let me do this again. Forgive me. I'm gonna go back, we're over here. This is on the brewing. Actually, I'm not gonna do, there's no water in it yet, but I assume it'll give us 12 cups. This is our timer, so we can set it to come on in the morning. You can set it to come on at, say, it's 24-hour clock, so 7 a.m. So it's gonna come on at 7 a.m. and start brewing right there. So there we go. So clock set as well as right there. And I'm assuming once we get over to cup, we can program the number of cups you can do. It does say 12 max, but it did have a 10 flashing, so that's that. So there's a bit of programmability in this, which is kind of neat. And you've got no programmability in the Moccamaster. Both machines are Specialty Coffee Association approved. Specialty Coffee Association is basically, it's now almost a worldwide standard, as they've merged, I believe, with the European, for baristas and cafes around the world. And they kind of define the parameters of what makes a gold cup or gold standard cup of coffee. And so they test these machines at the SCA. And if they hit that, particularly temperatures is the one thing, but they have to hit certain parameters in order to be approved. Both machines are approved by the SCA. I highly recommend if you're buying any coffee brewer in the market, look for SCA approved. Otherwise, you're going to be buying yourself something that will not heat to the right temperature and you simply won't have good coffee. So what we've done is we have put 2 ounces of our coffee into the cone filters. You'll notice here, I'm just going to turn this guy here. We have a pretty big shower head. With the Moccamaster one, I'm going to take this lid off to show you. It's a different shower head, like so. We can actually watch this happen on Moccamaster. You can keep this lid off and watch the booming process happen, which is kind of neat on a Moccamaster, which well, obviously we can't do that over there in the Zwilling because it has to be closed. So we're going to actually try to brew some coffee and give it a taste, and we'll kind of go from there. Okay, so we're going to go up to the 10-ounce mark on the Moccamaster, as that's as high as we can go on the Moccamaster. Do a full pot of coffee. Oh, that's not quite 10. We're running out of water. Got the other water though, so we should be good. Alrighty. And then we're going to go to the, doesn't seem to be any markings on this guy, so we're just going to fill it up as much as we can. Are there? Okay, I can't see them. Let me come around there. I need more water anyway. I'm going to swap around. Oh, there we go. So we're at 12 cups. All right, put the lid back on. Now it's going to turn this guy on and it should just start brewing right away. And we're going to come over here to our Zwilling. I'll turn this a little bit. And we're going to go over to brew. And we're going to 12. We're going to start. And off we go, and now we wait. Let's see which one finishes first. Okay, so it looks like these are done. As you probably noticed, the Moccamaster was done a lot quicker than the Zwilling, which is one of the things with Moccamaster, they do claim much quicker speed. So we're gonna brew a cup. Granted, we did do 12 cups on this versus 10, but it was a lot longer. I wasn't timing it myself, but it did seem like it took about twice as long. So the real test will be in trying out the coffee. I drink my coffee black, as you should. Let's see what we get. Nice and quiet though. I mean, as much as it did take longer, the Zwilling does have a timer though. So, you know, in the morning, for example, if you're making a pot of coffee, you can program it to come on and theoretically have it ready for you, where you don't have that option with the Moccamaster. So from a color standpoint, it seemed pretty good. Let's just give this Moccamaster one a shot. You know, that is great coffee, if I do say so myself, because it's our brand. It's our 88 mile per hour from 1.21 Coffee Roasters. You know, also a very good cup of coffee. In fact, let me do this side by side. And I love Moccamaster, so. You know, I'm gonna say they're almost identical. It's maybe a little bit lighter, and I'm talking marginal, and only probably because we brewed a little more water through the grounds in this guy. So, yeah, it's a little bit. That's probably what it is. It's 1.5 liters or 52 ounces versus 40 ounces in the Moccamaster. So yeah, okay. Surprising actually. I gotta say, the ZWILLING brewer, I'm impressed with. I'm impressed with the quality out of it. I'm impressed with the temperature. Most of all, the taste of the coffee. The design being a little retro, I like, and the auto feature is quite good for a machine in the price point that it's at. You know, if you're looking in the 200 to 250 range, it's gonna vary by country or wherever you are. It's Canadian. I think you're onto a pretty good machine. I've seen this, I think it sits around 249 Canadian. This is going to be, you know, closer to your 400 range. But yeah, solid machine for the ZWILLING. So good job for those guys. Where would I see the advantages of going to a Moccamaster? If you want something that's going to last you 20 years and you want to get it repaired, you know, reputation is there. A little less plastic in a Moccamaster. You got, you know, full metal body. You know, you do have your plastic pieces here, whereas most of this is a plastic unit. But overall, at the end of the day, what you want to get out of these units is a good cup of coffee. And if it can do it at the price point you're happy with, then by all means, I think the ZWILLING is a definite contender in the auto drip coffee market. So yeah, I'm surprised. I have to admit, quality of that coffee is quite good. I would actually have that on my kitchen counter. I don't. I have a Jura, and here I use a Moccamaster because I'm a snob and I own the company, so I can do it. Anyway, but I wouldn't say no to the ZWILLING. That's my overall recommendation. It's a thumbs up. Again, Moccamaster's always been a thumbs up, but I would give that a shot if you are looking at it. Anyway, that's all for today. Do appreciate the support by giving us a like and a subscribe. If you have questions, please ask below. And until next time, I'm Neil, ECS Coffee in Canada. Take care.